Hey, welcome to another episode of Play It. I'm Nick with a K.
I'm Nick with a C.
She's back, folks!
Yay!
Not that we're not going to have Beardo on. We're going to be talking about...
Wait, you had Beardo on without me?
last week. I wasn't going to talk to the camera by myself.
Okay. Whatever. I'm just saying, maybe you should talk to me first, but whatever.
Okay, well, what was I going to do? Talk to the camera by myself? Pretend I was talking to you?
Lots of people do that.
I could have been like, I'm Nick with a K.
I'm Nick with a C.
I just don't
Great,
think-
I would have watched that. No offense to Beardo, wherever he is.
Well... Anyway, let's get on with today's show. We're going to be talking... We're not going to be talking video games. Well, we might. Depending on how much time we have. But we're going to take a little step away. We're going to talk about board games.
I only know, like, Sorry, so we can talk about Sorry.
I'm talking the non-traditional board game. Like, we're not going to be talking about Monopoly or Sorry or Trouble or any of those. We're going to talk about some other board games.
Okay.
We'll introduce them to you.
You can, teach me.
And we're going to be talking about D&D. So I know you played D&D recently. Well, Pathfinder recently for the first time. And I played D&D when I was younger, when I was a teenager. Because, I mean, well, nerdy teenager, nerdy friends, what are you going to do? You know what? Since you don't know that much about D&D, why don't we get Beardo in here?
Is he hanging out?
Beardo!
Dude,
You summoned?
do you not have a home? You just hang out outside our studio all the time?
No, I just know when you guys come in, and I feel convenience.
You know,
I feel like I'm a valuable part of the team.
You're
unofficially.
starting to be, apparently.
yeah, apparently. So, I think we got a little bit of a problem here, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of crowded, don't you think?
No, I'm comfortable.
I guess I could always do this.
Wow. Suddenly we're on a weird date.
But, you know what? Hang on. Look, I've always wanted to try see if I have force powers.
Oh.
Dude, that actually worked.
What the heck was
Do
that?
that again.
No, don't. Ah. Oh, okay, good.
Ah, one-time use item.
Maybe.
Oh,
maybe.
rare find.
Hey, maybe this was a couch of enlargement.
Oh.
Well, we are talking about D&D today.
What the heck?
So, I mean, you know, it would make sense,
I
right?
think I eat donuts of enlargement.
Yeah, me too.
Awkward, sorry.
Dang it, now I want a donut. Thanks.
Sorry.
So anyway, yeah, we're going to talk about board games and D&D. Which you guys want to talk about first?
Board games.
Board games. Yeah, see, I got a buddy, Damien, who he likes to call them board games, as in they're boring.
Yeah.
But
You
see, yeah, see, I think he hasn't played the board games that I've played, and that he's played, like, you know, Monopoly and Cranium. I do enjoy Cranium, but
I've played Cranium forever.
it's not really much of a board game.
But I think it also depends on who you're playing with.
Yes.
So, Damien, you're playing with boring people if you're bored by board games.
Exactly. I mean, I'm a part of this thing here in Peace River called the Mighty Peace Gamers Guild.
Ooh. That was
We-
sarcastic. Don't be sarcastic.
No, that actually wasn't sarcastic because
Okay,
I'm technically a member. I just haven't come
Yay!
through.
Wait,
every second Saturday, we meet at the library and we play board games. Was there this past Saturday, and I played Flashpoint. It's a firefighting game. You're co-op, and so you can have up to, like, I think 6 people playing, and you work together to save victims from a burning building.
Cool.
And you know you can chop through walls and everything, and it's really fun. And then we played another one called Dino Dude Ranch.
Oh my gosh. That sounds great.
It's a very simple game, but it is fun because you roll some dice to get resources, and your resources are a leaf, meat, or fish. And then you use those resources to buy dinosaur cards. And the dino cards have points.
Cool.
And I'm thinking about buying it so that my daughter can play.
Oh, dinosaurs are great. She would love that.
Every kid needs their dinosaur stage.
Yay.
Exactly. I'm still kind of in a
I
dinosaur
haven't grown
stage.
out of it.
Me neither.
So, but and then there's like Ticket to Ride
Yes.
and Catan.
King of Tokyo, I played there once.
I played King of Tokyo. I actually got a story about Catan. I had a friend years ago showed me how to play it, but he didn't explain all the rules. So I go to do something, he's like, oh no, you can't do that. It's allowed, blah, 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 and he explains
one of them.
And then he does something later, and I'm like, well, why can't you do that? He goes,
a special condition.
I forgot to tell you that I'm allowed to do that. It's like, and I'm like, you know what, I'm done. And for the longest time, I didn't want to play Catan. I'm like, nope, I do not like it. And I was recently over at a couple weeks ago at a friend's house, and we played Catan, and they explained all the rules beforehand.
Yeah.
And it was very enjoyable.
One time I was playing with some friends of mine, and he had like sheep. Like every roll, he was pretty much doing sheep. And he was on the sheep trader, so he was just like in and out and build stuff, and in and out and build stuff. And he had one more settlement to make, and he was gonna win. And he's like, I have so many sheep, I'm gonna win. My friend goes before him. No, you're not. Monopoly, give me all your sheep, and she wins.
Oh!
I'm like, that was rude. That was all kinds of rude, but it was like the TSN play of the week. So perfect.
So I know you haven't really played that many board games, Nicole, but we'll get you into it. Maybe I'll have you come over to my house sometime. We'll introduce you to Ticket to Ride.
It's not that I don't want to play. It's that all my siblings moved out by the time I was 9, so I had no one to play with except my cats, and they don't play for some reason. It's weird.
And maybe I'll invite Beardo over too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about me? Am I chopped liver?
Yes.
I don't know what's
well, you have liver.
Nope, it doesn't taste like chopped liver.
Yeah.
I don't like chopped liver either. Then
my friends always say, no, see, I actually like chopped liver. That's their comeback.
That's me.
That's the kind of friends I have.
Oh, you'll be our friend.
But I still love my friends. Don't get me wrong. Please stay with me.
Don't unfriend him. He needs you.
So I do like board games quite a lot, and getting into more into it, and they are fun.
Yeah.
There's one that is like the nerdiest of board games that I've seen that I do want to buy is Boss Monster.
That sounds like
I don't think I've heard of that one.
It's a card game, kind of like this other one called Munchkin.
Oh!
But it's very video game inspired.
Nice.
And the only reason why I know that is because I've heard people make that comparison. I've never actually gotten to play Munchkin.
Munchkin is actually a lot like D&D, but it's right there. Like, you see your pieces of armor, you see the monsters. It's more physical.
I had a friend Parnell, who loved, probably still does, love Munchkin. And one time when I was in Dawson Creek in a store, they had a little Munchkin bobblehead that would actually, if you had it in view when you were playing Munchkin, you'd actually get a bonus in the game.
Nice.
Cute.
So I bought it for him. I'm like, dude,
here you go.
Merry Christmas. And he loved it.
And there's also lots of different versions. Like, there's regular Munchkin, there's
Zombie Munchkin, I think.
A friend of mine has Adventure Time Munchkins.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
Yeah.
Like, there's Munchkins for everything.
But speaking of D&D, Dungeons & Dragons. I've played it since I was a kid, and I've loved it. Haven't played it in like over a decade, but I want to get back into it.
Technically, I am playing Pathfinder currently, which is close enough.
Yeah, I want to get you two into playing D&D.
We should do a
campaign. I'll be the DM.
We should record it.
I'll be the DM, and for those of you that don't know, DM is Dungeon Master. He controls the story and decides what.
Or GM, Game Master.
I prefer DM.
Master.
Yeah, if you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, DM.
DM, Dungeon Master. Come on.
Oh my god.
But I just what I want to know is, what type of characters would you guys play?
The one that I am currently playing on my Pathfinder game, which I've found I actually like, Dwarf. The big, heavy, burly, run in and attack, which is very much not my style.
Fighter.
Oddly, yeah.
That is my style, so you can't do that. I like fighters.
But I mean, like my personal, if I was actually in a battle, my fighting style would be board and sword, not
mine would be runaway screaming.
But because I've had so many different characters, and to me it just depends on your mood. Like, I've had one of my first characters was a fighter mage.
Ooh.
A half-elven.
I like that. Really.
Half-elven fighter mage that he didn't use a sword or anything like a lot of fighters. He had a bow staff.
Yeah.
Isn't that two-handed? How would he use magic?
Well, you can use it one-handed.
Oh, can you? Okay.
Especially when your character is like one of the strongest people in the world.
The part that I loved about my character, I had no carry weight. So everyone was like, okay, here's all the weapons, here's all the stuff, here's all the things, here you go. And I'm like, what am I, the pack mule?
Yeah.
In my D&D games, me and my friends, we didn't really take into account like inventory or carry weight or anything, but last time I played D&D, I did get into that. But I'm going to be getting my hands on a copy of 5th edition, which I haven't played. I haven't played 4th edition D&D. I haven't played since 3.5. So I'm curious to see what 5th edition was like. I heard it's a mix of 2nd edition and 3.5, so pretty excited about it.
It's really funny. People keep telling me, I'm dating right now, and people keep asking me, oh, he plays D&D. What rules does he use? And I don't understand how that matters, but apparently...
I asked. I'm like, what edition?
Yeah. You're not the only one, though. Like, everyone I know who plays D&D is like, what rules is he using? And I'm like, why does it matter? Like, does this determine if he's a good person or not? Like, I don't get it.
It just...
How up to date?
Yeah, it could be up to date. Like, I know somewhere at home, I'm not sure where, I've got Star Wars. But it uses D20 rules like Dungeons and Dragons.
That sounds like it would be fun, though.
And it is actually pretty fun if you're playing with people who understand Star Wars lore a little bit.
Yeah, that would be a must.
We were playing, I was the DM, and they came up to these, my friends came up to these soldiers, and the one was a Jedi, and he went to use the Jedi mind trick.
You can't use a Jedi mind trick on a Jedi.
Well, it wasn't a Jedi that he was using, it was just these soldiers. No, you know what? Sorry, I'm getting confused here. I wasn't the DM. I was a player, and I was playing as a Jedi, and I went to use mind trick on these soldiers. He's like, no, it doesn't work. I'm like, why? Oh, they're like Toydarians. Well, where does it say that in the rules? Because in Star Wars, Toydarians aren't affected by mind trick.
It's basically, you think of Scrabble when you're like, I'm going to put this word, and they're like, pull up
That's
the
not a
dictionary.
word. Yeah, that's not a rule. Pull up the dictionary.
I'm still waiting for the chance playing, when playing Scrabble to spell Quidjibo.
Quidjibo?
Oh, gosh.
A balding North American ape with bad temper.
It's a real word.
You don't get
Simpsons!
points.
Yeah.
Simpsons!
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
So, you recently played Pathfinder for the first time, Nicole.
Yeah, I died. I think it took an hour. But we were using pre-made characters, so I always play fighter, and the only fighter was not wise. So I played him true to character, and he died.
What level were they?
Oh, I don't even know. Is that relevant?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I DM, I will, for the first 2, maybe 3 levels, I'll be pretty lenient, and if a character's about to die from getting hit, I'll fudge it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I like the characters to have a chance.
Yeah.
My DM was very patient with me, but at one point he just couldn't anymore.
He's eventually just said, nope, you're dead.
Yeah, sorry.
And I promise I won't do to you guys what me and my friends used to do to our characters and mess around with them, change them. Like, I had a character that became a Moogle.
A Moogle from Final Fantasy?
Yep.
Oh, that's
What's
so
a
cute.
Moogle?
They're like really adorable little things.
Wait. You've never played Final Fantasy? I don't know if we're gonna keep having him on the show. He's never comics, no.
I'm a nerd at heart. I'm in the process.
Oh, he's a baby nerd. We're like training him to be
exactly.
We can mold him.
Initiation.
This is gonna be fun.
He'll be the perfect nerd when we're done, because I'm a different nerd than you are, so
Yeah,
he'll have both of us.
Best of both worlds.
You're like our child.
Aww.
Aww.
I'm a nerd child.
So so I'm gonna be, when I get those books, I'm gonna be planning an adventure for these two to do, and I guess we might consider recording it.
Mm-hmm.
Not if we do like hour-long play sessions, though, we're not gonna have the whole thing.
No,
We'll
just the highlights.
Well, highlights.
We'll see how quickly we die.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what you guys' takes will be, because I played one time with my wife and a friend of ours, and my wife played a klepto. She would steal. When they came time to split up treasure, she'd, oh yeah, okay, no, you can blah, blah, take that. But then when they were sleeping, she'd be like,
mine.
Pick the pocket.
That's fun.
Where did it go?
That's fun.
But anyway, I think that's all the time we have for today. I'm Nick with K, and I'll see you in the future.
Or in the past.
Yeah, I guess that's his sign off. See you later, folks.